You have asked your questions, unfiltered thoughts and sentiments, and we will now answer. Are you ready for the first question?
Yeah.
Is my issue even serious enough for therapy?
Huh?
Quick fire. Quick fire means you have to respond quick.
My answer is, huh? Okay, I'll put it this way.
It's okay.
If you're not sure, go and see one, do one session, and then decide.
Okay.
Yeah, conquer.
And that leads us to the next question, right? Must I commit regularly once I start, or can an individual session already help?
No, usually one session won't solve the problem.
But it can establish whether you have an issue that you need to work through, or is something that you can manage on your own.
Okay, so let me break it down. Sorry, it's not going to be a quick answer. I'm so sorry. So, first session, a few things gets decided. One, it's not about whether you have a problem, but what is the problem. Because how you define the problem affects, Second is what needs to be done about the problem. Third is whether the person who you are seeing is going to be the person to help you do what needs to be done to solve what you define as the problem.
Yep.
So these three things kind of need to be ascertained in the first or at most second session.
Right.
You agree on what is the problem, you agree on what needs to be done with the problem, and you feel comfortable with the person that is suggesting the problem to you, then you have a fit.
Awesome. Nice, easy, straightforward.
Yeah.
Paul, anything you want to add?
No, that's it.
Okay, the next question, right? Everybody has been asking this, even my friends. Why so expensive?
We gotta eat. I gotta maintain my figure.
I don't know. I always ask this question, right? How much do you think it should be lah? At one level, the consumer decides lah. So I'll say that generally, and I don't speak for everybody. Generally, we counselling and care center does keep our fees rather affordable. So you heard, for subsidized cases, these could be up to like $40 out of pocket per session. And I think that today, when I bring my family to a meal, when I bring my family to a meal, it can be more than $40 per sitting already. So so I'll just leave you guys at this. I think cost is a very hard thing for us to comment on. Yep.
The other way to see it is also, most sessions will be done if you do 10 sessions.
Okay.
So if you take as a whole cost perspective, so if your counselor charge you $150 per session, assuming they are not subsidized by anyone, they charge $150. Then if you 10 sessions, you say, okay, it takes you a full amount of $1,500 to $2,000 to address a very serious issue that one might have. So it's like an investment.
Yeah.
So then you have to consider, is the situation that you are facing more painful than you losing that 2,000 or 1,500, then I guess we are all rational decision makers. That's what I'm also advocating for. Therapy is not an open-ended thing. It's like I go 10 sessions, right? Then that's it. It's not an open-ended. It's not like going to spa.
Okay, moving on to the next one, which is along the similar realm. I'm scared I'll waste money along the way if the therapist isn't a right fit.
When you find it's not a right fit, then tell the therapist he or she is not a right fit, then change.
Well, I'm going to use my examples again, right? You go to a hair salon, you cut your hair. You don't know whether you're going to have chemistry.
The hairstylist or the hairdresser wouldn't know if you have gone to the other one.
I like to bring it down to the everyday, right?
Because laughing.
Because what expectations are you trying to heap upon this practice, right? That you're not exercising on the other things that you're already doing.
That's true.
Yeah, so I would say that for every experience, if you have an unpleasant one, switch.
Yeah.
But if you want to tell me, if you want to have a match made in heaven on an app before you have the experience itself, I think that would be a very tall order for us.
That's true. Okay. So someone recently said she tried some coaching that approaches problems differently from therapy. And as compared to therapy, she finds it more constructive. So I was just wondering, what's the difference?
So like I say, if coaching works, then go for coaching. I think coaching sometimes can be more expensive than therapy. My understanding of difference is coaching there is a clearer
Objective.
there's a clearer direction or objective that I want you to go. And I'm going to rally you and clap for you and tell you, go this way.
Yeah.
A counselor is not going to do that. A counselor is more ambivalent about the kinds of change that you need to make or want to make, and it's more holding that space for you to work on yourself.
A therapist gives you less direction, I suppose, in my own personal experience, but more in terms of helping you to understand for yourself what you wanted to achieve or where you wanted to go in the first place. So it's a little bit different because the subject matter expertise doesn't lie with the coach. It lies with the individual, yourself, right? So I think that is really the heart of the difference for me as a layman. Yeah.
Okay. So how can we encourage companies to give more mental health benefits? Or do you decline to comment?
I think organizations, I'll just tackle this first while we've been thinking about it. I think organizations are all driven on a few principles as well. Some could just want to make some organization have a vision to make the workplace a very safe environment for people to work in. And because of that, they create programs that encourage people to seek help if they require this help. Some organizations look at it from the perspective of a bottom line or a dollars and cents thing. If my employee is not mentally well, he's not able to deliver on his work. So what I'm saying is that different organizations, I think primarily different organizations that we have worked with approach this issue on in a slightly different, nuanced way. And we're not here to say it's a right or wrong. Right? Again, we're not expert on organizations and their cultures that they need to build. But really, what I'm saying is that it's important for any organization to have a perspective of the culture that they want to build, or the goals that they want to achieve, and then consider how counseling or taking care of their employees' mental wellness fits with their overarching goal.
I think that was where I was going as well. I think the overall corporate strategy, direction of the company, together with I think they have to rationalize a business case for it, right? Because we all know a few things. People are more and more interested in working with companies that are not just top line, bottom line driven. So in addition to selling the product, is also what do they do as a company? What does the company stand for? So the whole entire corporate strategy, and then what is the employee value proposition, and then they rationalize what is their wellness strategy as part of this whole thing. I think to sort that out first, then decide at what manner do they want to engage employee assistance program provider.
Okay. All right. And in that similar vein, the last question that a lot of people want to hear from is, should employers give mental health days? Easy, just yes or no? Or is it too nuanced?
No. It's
I don't think we have at CCC.
We don't have mandated.
We have like flexi leave and all that. But I think at some point in time, I think I did think about this whole idea of half a day you just go off from work to do whatever. Although the argument against it is, it might not make a difference, but I think from a management standpoint, if you commit a day for mental health day, you're also sending a message to your colleagues to say that we are concerned about your mental well-being. We are not just here to make you work hard and that's it. I think by instituting a mental health day might serve the purpose of sending a message.
Yeah.
Again, same concern I share with Bin, right? Whether or not it really has that impact. Sometimes it's better to deal with some of these things on a case-by-case basis, rather than as a whole. I mean, I've had colleagues in the past, or people who reported to me before, who had expressed that they needed more time to sort out their mental well-being, and on a case-by-case basis. I'll tell you, it's akin to me saying that for the next 3 months, once a week, you go for your sessions during the office hours. So it's for me, I feel that if it's something that is really helpful, an organization will be better placed to treat it on a case-by-case basis, simply because everybody's needs in this area are slightly different. But as an organization, if we want to appear, like we care about this, or we want to shine a light on mental wellness, then we could do that.
Okay. And that is why Paul is the head of corporate services. Right? Okay, so thank you everybody for all your time. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends, hit the like button, and comment below what was your favorite part. Remember to follow us on our socials here. Thank you, and once again, reality. Bye.